This is Dr. Anthony Kane from the Complete Connection Parenting Program with another parenting tip for you. Today we're going to discuss out of control, inappropriate behavior in children and teens, and specifically what you should do about it. Now, as discussed at a different time, this behavior is a result of a learned response, meaning the child spontaneously, for some reason when he was very young, acted inappropriately, threw a tantrum, broke things, and the adults around him gave in to the child's desires. Either gave in because it was at a bad time for them, or because they were embarrassed by the behavior, it was in public. Whatever the reason was, it happened often enough that the child realized he can get what he wants by acting inappropriately. In other words, it's a way of the child getting what he wants. It's a technique the child learned. It's a learned behavior. So what you have to do is unteach the behavior, and you have to do it immediately. And here's the reason why. Because as your child gets older, he's going to want more things, bigger things, more dangerous things, and he will learn that if you give in with bad behavior, then all he has to do is escalate the behavior, and if he'll get what he wants eventually, and that'll make your life really bad. It'll be very hard for you. Your house will be very hard, and that's why a lot of people, parents of teens, have such problems with their children, because the children have learned over the years that eventually the parents will give in, even on occasion, and that will result in really bad, out-of-control teen behavior, breaking walls, punching through walls, breaking doors, breaking windows, all sorts of abusive and cursing, because the children understand this is a technique to get what they want. And it's a learned technique. So what you have to do is you have to unteach your child. And this is not an easy thing to do. It's not a hard thing to do, but it is not a pleasant thing to do. Because what will happen is this. Your child will understand that what happens is you'll try to teach the technique, you will not give in. So your child will naturally escalate the behavior. What you have to do right now, and at that point, is definitely to never give in. It has to be like cold turkey, no more giving in to bad behavior, no more accepting bad behavior, and refusing to comply. When the child acts out, he does not get what he wants. Eventually, after a long time, he will understand this, and he'll understand it's no longer a positive way to get what he wants, no longer an effective way to get what he wants, and he'll stop acting out. But until that time, he's going to escalate the behavior, so you have to prepare for this. And what that means is this. You should not get involved in a battle with your child or a problem with your child if you're not able to follow through. That means if you've got to run out for an appointment, or if you have to go have an important phone call, or for some reason you cannot sit it out, wait it out, and tolerate whatever your child's going to do, you should not get involved in the battle. You should not even say no at that point. You have to give in or divert, do something else. But you do not say no and then back down, because all you do by backing down eventually is you just escalate the behavior. Again, I want to point out that this bad behavior, abusive behavior, out-of-control behavior in children and teens are learned. They're a learned process to get what they want. And as a result of that, you must unteach them. And that is hard. In terms, it's hard in that you may take a lot of abuse doing it. But it's absolutely vital. Because if you don't do it now, it will only get worse. It will not get better. And will only escalate. That's all I can tell you. It's not nice, but that's the truth. This is Dr. Anthony Kane from the CC Parenting Program. If you'd like to have more parenting tips like this, please go to our website at ccparenting.com and sign up for a free newsletter.